welcome to a special episode of Garden P.E. We've done this episode for Grayshott Cricket Club, who, when we put the cricket one out, they asked for some extra shots on top, some of the trick shots. So we've had a go at putting some more practices together for shots that are things like the ramp, the reverse sweep, the Dilshan scoop, all things like that we've put onto this video.
Right, onto the Dilshan scoop. In this clip you can see Tilakaratne Dilshan of Sri Lanka scooping a ball over his head. I mean, the ball was bowled by Mitchell Stark at about 90 miles an hour, and Dilshan's got down onto one knee in line with the ball and he's just ramped it over his head. A remarkable shot that places the ball where the fielders aren't. Foot placement for the shot is much like the sweep. You can see I've chalked it up here on the ground. Part 1 is just getting the player to move into a basic position. Again, just step forward and swing the bat under, use that bottom hand.
Okay.
Step 2 is just throwing the ball onto the bat, and as the ball contacts the bat, the batter flicks it up. Just uses that top hand
very
to pull the ball over their head. Part 3 is a thrown feed, and I throw it just outside leg stump. So as he moves into it, he gets his bat ready and flicks it over. And again, I'm giving him a verbal cue here to say move. So go, gets onto his leg, and then flicks it over his shoulder. The next shot is the Buttler scoop. In this match versus New Zealand, you can see how when Joss is playing the ball, he presses with his back foot to send him forward, and then he finds a way of flicking it over his left shoulder. He just keeps his eye on the ball wherever it's going, so he's moving inside the line of the ball and then he's flicking it over his left shoulder. He's just kind of lifting it up there. This one went not just for 6 but into the TV gantry. To begin with, part 1, we're just getting the foot moves going. So it's that backward press and then forward. So again here, he steps back and then that pushes him forward to flick it over.
Ready? Go.
In part 2, we shout go, wait for the batter to get into the right place,
Nicely done.
and then throw it. Again, I've shouted go, he's pressed his foot back, he's moved into the right place, and then he's flicking it over.
Yeah. Go.
Part 3, you start to reduce the time between saying go and then throwing it, so that the two become the same one.
Okay.
Just go and throw. And then he moves and plays
nice
it.
Shot.
Next up is the reverse sweep. One of the best players of the reverse sweep is Glenn Maxwell of Australia. It's all about the wrists, this shot. It's about turning the bat round in your hand and using strong wrists to flick the ball. Now if you're playing against a spinner, you'd have a little bit more time to get down onto one knee, but in this case Glenn Maxwell's insane, so he's just taken a fast bowler, Peter Siddle, and he's kind of hockey flicked it through the leg side. You can see how he's just reversed it, a reverse sweep through the fielders. So for this one, just to get ready for it, we started working with Henry on just changing the grip and then moving into position. Part 2 is changing the grip, moving into position, and then sweeping the ball off of a toilet roll holder. Again, he does this 2 or 3 times, changes grip, moves into position, and sweeps the ball off the toilet roll. Changes the grip, sweeps the ball off.
Nearly.
Part 3 is trying to hit a bobble feed.
Yes, Henry.
This takes some time and takes some coordination. Henry had about 400 goes. And then trying to hit from one bounce. As the ball comes in, move your feet quickly. Move your feet in line and hit it. Again, change that grip, move it and hit. The next shot is the switch hit. The switch hit invented by Kevin Peterson. Another insane shot where you're going from being a right-handed batter to a left-handed batter. You can do it the other way, left-handed to right-handed, but Kevin Peterson goes from a right-handed to a left-handed batter. And he switches his grip as well. He goes from having the left hand at the top to having the right hand at the top. That takes some doing in the time that you've got. Again, it's all about strong wrists.
3, 2, 1, switch it.
So to make this work, we've kind of said 3, 2, 1, switch it, go. And William's had to turn round, he's had to shift his hands on the bat and get himself into a left-handed stance as quickly as he could. Once we added a ball to that, we were saying go, waiting for him to get in position, and then throwing the ball.
Good.
So just giving him the chance to get his feet set. So go, get him into the place, and then hitting the ball.
Go,
getting into position,
lovely,
and hitting the ball. You just did well for a poor feed. Over a longer distance, you do the same. You'd send the ball over a long distance and give them less time to play it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have fun giving those a go.